Hello everyone. In this session, I'm going to talk about analytic functions. Let's see what is analytic functions. Analytic functions calculate an aggregate value based on a group of rows and return multiple rows for each group. Rank, dense underscore rank, row underscore number, first underscore value, last underscore value, lead, lag. These are some of analytic functions. We'll see with some examples. Now we have EMP table, and this table has columns like EMP number, ename, manager, hire rate, salary, commission, department number. If you want to get top 5 salaries from that EMP table, then how we can get it? There is a function called rank. Using that function, we can get top n or bottom n queries. So what is a rank? Rank is analytic functions that calculates rank of a value in a set of values. We'll see some examples. Now I'm writing query for that. Select EMP number, selecting ename, department number, salary column. Now we need to get top n salary, right? So now to get top n salary, I'm using rank over order by salary. We need to get top n salaries, order by salary, descending and descending. So what it does the sorting the salary from that highest to the lowest one. And here I'm giving alias as a salary rank from EMP table. If I execute this query, let's see what is the output we are getting. So what it does, right? Basically, it's sort that salary from the highest to lowest and then assign the rank to each row, right? If you see this employee 7839 belongs to department number 10 and then salary is 5000, so this is highest salary in that employee table, so it assigns rank as a 1. Like that, based on the salary, it for each rows it assigns the rank value. Now if you want to get the top n salary, what we can do, we can write outer query select star from, we can use this one as a, then we need to use where this tells that what is the rank, salary rank. So we can use where salary rank less than or equal to 5 in order to get top n5, top 5 salaries. What it gives? It gives top n salary from that EMP table. Now this query, right, returns top 5 salaries from that employee table. But what we need, if you want to get department wise top n salary, how we can get that? We can use the same function, but what we have to use inside that rank and over class, we have to use partition by department number. So what it does, based on the for each department number, it calculates that it sorts that salary from the highest to the lowest and assign the rank, and then fetches the top 5 salaries based on the department number. Yeah. Okay. If you see this query returns the top 5 salary based on that department number. So for department number 10, these are the top 5 salaries. Like that. Here I think we can use 3 as well. Top 3. If you want to get top 3, then you can use top 3. Just I'm executing now. If you see, for department number 10, these are top 3 salary. For department 20, these are top 3 salary. And for department 30, these are top 3 salaries. This is the way we can get it. And if you look at this rank function, right? So this order by salary, this order by column is mandatory, whereas this partition by is the optional part. Again, depends on the use case. You need to use whether you need to use partition by or order by class. But order by is a mandatory class. Now this is the rank functions. Now let's see another function, dense rank. Now I'm using the dense rank, dense underscore rank, the same formula, the same syntax, over partition by, I'm giving partition by department number, order by salary, descending as dense rank. Now I'm reviewing these conditions. Just now I'm executing this query. Yeah. So this is the output we are getting it. And if you look at that output for department number 10, these are the top three. So there is no difference between rank and dense rank for the department number 10. But if you look at department number 20, so department number 20, 3,000. Okay, first salary is 3,000, and then second highest also 3,000, and then the third one is 2,975. If you look at the rank, this is the rank function. It assigns the rank, same rank for the same value. So 3,000 also one, 3,000 also one. And if you look at the other value, it does the skipping. Okay, it skip the number. Then for the third rank, it assigns the third number. Okay, instead of the second. Whereas if you look at that dense rank, it assigns one to this 3,000, the same one to this 3,000, and then it does not skip. It directly start with the 3. Okay, so this is the difference between the rank and dense rank. Okay, the rank function returns the same rank for the rows with the same values, and in case of tie, it skips the number. Okay, if you see, right, 3,000 3,000, it doesn't same number, and for the next rank it skips the number, whereas the dense rank, it does not skip that number. So that is the main difference between the rank and the dense rank. So this is one of the interview questions. Please always remember that rank functions always skip the number in case of tie, whereas dense rank does not skip the number in case of tie of the any value, right? That is a major difference between the rank and the dense rank. Now let's see what is a row number. So row number is also an analytic function that assigns sequential unique number to each row. Sequential unique number to each row based on the condition what we are specifying. So here I'm using a row underscore number. So row underscore number, same formula over same syntax, partition by department number, order by salary descending. Here I'm giving as rank, row rank, RN row number I'm giving as alias as RN. Let's see. So what the row number, as I mentioned, row number is a function that assigns sequential unique integer number. Okay, it doesn't matter whether, okay, see, if you look at this, it assigns that row number based on the based on the department number. Okay, so department number 10, it assigns unique number 1 2 3 like that. For department number 20, it assigns unique number 1 2 3 4 5. Whereas if you look at rank and dense rank always skips that number in case of tie, whereas dense rank doesn't skip that number in case of tie. So that is the difference. And row number, it assigns unique integer to each row. This is the row number functions. Now let's see what is a lead function and lag function. So what is a lead and lag function? Lead and lag is also analytic functions. So lead function, if you want to get the next row from the current one, then you can use the lead functions. And lag functions, if you want to get the previous row from the current row, then you can use that lag functions. We'll see with some examples. Now I'm selecting columns from that EMP table. So select EMP number. I'm selecting EMP number, ename, same columns, department number, salary. Now what I'm going to use, I'm going to use lead functions. So lead, just I need to get, for example, I want to get what is the next row salary. In this case, I can use that lead function. Lead function always tells that, gives that value of the next row from the current one. So leads, I need to get the next salary. So I'm using lead of salary over order by salary. Here I'm giving alias as a next value, And the same way we can use for lag function. So what is a lag function? Lag functions returns the the previous row from the current one. So I need to get the previous salary from the current row. So in this case I can use lag of salary over order by salary as previous row salary from EMP table. So I will change this one to next salary. Now I will execute this one. Yeah, comma is missing here. Okay, if you see this one, right, it takes the rows, and whenever we are using lead function, so if you look at this row, this is a row and it has the salary columns 800, and what is the next row? So next row is 950. So whenever we need to get the next value, then we have to use lead function. So this lead function gives that next row value from the current value. If you see, what is the next salary? The next row salary is 950. So that is the use of the lead function. And if you want to get the previous row value, then we can use that lag functions. So here the lag function, if you look at the lag function, this is the first row in this employee table. For this row, there is no previous row, right? So always we get this kind of value whenever we use lag function. For lag function, if there is no previous value, we'll get this value like that. And for lead function, if there is no next row, from the current one, we'll get the value like this. Say for example, this is the last row. Okay, so 5000 is the last row, and for this there is no next row, right? So we'll get like this for the lead functions. This way we can use lead and lag functions. And in which scenario we can use this function? Say for example, if you have that sales data, and if you want to compare this year sales versus next year sales, or this year sales versus last year sales, this month sales versus last month sales, this week sales versus last month sales, today's sales versus last day sales, then in this case we can use lead and lag functions. Again, with this lead and lag functions, we can use the partition by class. As I mentioned earlier, so order by class is the mandatory, whereas the partition by is optional part. Okay, if you use the partition by, it gives that based on the department number, it gives the value. Now I'm executing the same query. Now what it gives, it based on the department, it gives for each row what is the next row. So this is next salary. So if you look at this department number 10, right, this is the first row, because we are sorting that salary from the lowest to the highest. So this is the first row. For this row, what is the next row? So 2450, that is the next salary value. And for this row, what is the next salary? So this is the next salary. And then this is in the department, this is the last one, the highest one. For this there is no next. So in this case we are getting like this, like that. For lag function, we can, using the lag function, we can get the previous salary, right? So this is the first row. For this row there is no the previous row, right? So we are getting this value. For this row, the previous row is 1300, the previous salary is 1300, so we are getting 1300. For this row, the previous one is 2450, so we are getting the previous row as a 2450. This way we can, this is how we can use the lead and lag functions.